Let's go. Okay, now we're actually going to start. So in these early levels, we want to just do combos like that with multiple colors of strikers, which are these diamonds, as that will deal lots of damage and add a multiplier to all the damage that is done. Combining 3 strikers at once gives you the Super Striker, which deals a crap ton of damage, as you just saw. Oh god, this is... oh my god, that is really bad RNG there. That is so bad. Wow, I missed like 3 or 4 level ups there, which is really bad. As I said, you wanna get rid of these skull and crossbones. They're enemy strikers. When they hit you, they will deal a crap ton of damage. Well, not on this difficulty, but on the actually even on normal, sometimes they can do a lot of damage depending upon some things. But this is your strategy for the first couple fights: is you want to just get combos like crazy, and then you'll easily down the enemies quickly. Okay, no level ups missed there. That's good. Now we got the enemy chargers, which just block your way. I mean, that's literally all they do. And it's actually pretty annoying. Did not mean to detonate that charger there, but nothing I can do about it now. That was really bad. Like, this whole game is just RNG. Like, I have no idea what's but that's what makes running this game so fun, is because you never know what's gonna happen. Everyone's gonna be different. Like, it's like randomizer runs, kind of. Also, music in this game is really good. Sam English is the name of the guy who did this. He's the one who did the original soundtrack, which is pretty much the only thing I run on, because I actually hate a lot of the other soundtracks in this game, unfortunately. But if you want to listen to the other soundtracks, you can, buy this game. It's cheap. Goes on sale very often. It's a Steam game, by the way. There we go. So every time you go into one of these screens, it's just a level up screen. You match the stars and you get level ups. Your heroes do more damage. The whole shebang. You can also move the chargers and the strikers around. The only ones you can't move are going to be coming up soon, and they're going to be the squares. the circles and anything are anything else like circle like can be moved. And diamonds, I should say diamond too. Those can be moved as well. Like, there's a lot of nuance in this game that can't really be properly explained in a run because the game plays so fast that it just makes it impossible to... It literally makes it impossible to talk all about the tech in this game because while it is like a 35-40 minute run, it's just action the entire time, and there's no real chance that I get to talk about the game. About the stuff in it, anyways. Should get rid of that. Nope. Going to the main menu invalidates the run. So, this game is, if you guys want to speedrun this game is available to speedrun on speedrun.com. The rules and everything are on about the run are there. So if you'd like to go check that out, feel free to do so. I am the only current active runner of this game. And I say runner loosely because this game, as you might have been able to tell just based upon what you've seen so far, is somewhat of an auto-scroller, but you do have some stuff that you can do to actually make the run go faster. But it's kind of... Okay, that was close. It's kind of difficult to do things fast until you get better at the game. Once you get like really good at the game, you can easily get these chains and combos even on the higher difficulties. Right now I'm playing on normal, and normal is actually hard, and hard is actually ridiculous. Hard is actually an RNG fest, and you also have to be really good at the game. Which is why I don't speedrun hard yet. After every so many battles, you'll go into the next zone. Is what I like to refer to these as. And here we are getting introduced to a lot of heavy hitting enemies. The way you can tell that they're heavy hitting is they have a lot more strikers. Like, as you can see, there's a lot on the screen there. Ooh. Okay, that was close. Whew. Almost lost that super striker. If I lost that, I would not have been able to finish that fight right then and there. Would have been another minute or two, probably. It's actually interesting to know my stream delay is about 6 seconds. I actually didn't know what my actual stream delay was until now. Now we have enemy strikers that are you can't move them. Also, you might have seen the hexagon-shaped things. Those are hexes. If they reach your heroes, these white bars or white things there, that you'll get afflicted with certain status ailments, some of which are extremely detrimental, or they'll basically all of them help the opponent. So you want to avoid them as much as possible. That right there was a hex that you saw right before it disappeared. That was really bad start. Save that. Okay, good. Didn't lose any level ups there. Okay, first boss. This boss will introduce the armored. It will introduce armored hexes and armored strikers, I believe, which take more than... They're basically just... Yep, there's armored hex right there. So basically, they just take more than one hit. The ones that we see here are going to take 2 hits. Ooh, I actually saved a striker there. That's actually really good. Yeah, so those ones there take 2 hits. Later on, we will have ones that take 3 hits. Including the final boss. The final boss has ones that take 3. Yeah, but you can just keep doing this, and this boss is super easy because of it. Although I can get a blue. Good. Ha! That was a really fast boss fight. That's really good boss fights. So current world record in this game, as of right now, is a 43 something. It goes by in-game time. Yeah, this run goes by in-game time, which is why there are such strict rules for this game. So if you're wanting to get into speedrunning this game, I would highly recommend you read all of the rules first, because there are a lot of rules, and I didn't write the rules specifically to get people to not speedrun this game, but seeing as this is a PC game, there are some rules that I had to add. Just to ensure that it was a level playing field for everyone. So there are such things as playing on current patch. That's a requirement. That, and then the live split in the corner is another rule that I added because it made sense, seeing as it would be hard to tell if for someone, if you didn't have this timer going in the upper left, it would be extremely hard to tell if this was done single segment or not. So I added it. I added that rule to make sure that people play the single segment. I'm not saying that I don't think people. That I don't trust people. It's just that, well, this is a really bad fight here. It's just that PC games in general is an issue, which is it's unfortunate that it's an issue. I'd rather it not be an issue, but it's just going to be an issue no matter what for PC games. So. Kind of unfortunate that that's the case, but it has to be the case. Otherwise, I don't think it would be a fair playing field for everyone. And the reason why I'm saying I'm the one that made the rules is I'm the one that submitted this to speedrun.com, and I'm the super moderator for this game. So and since there's not really an active community, like I'm the only community member, I can pretty much make the rules. Which sounds kind of bad, but I'm the only one that is around to make the rules. But if you're interested in speedrunning this game, don't be dissuaded by the rules. They can always be changed as time goes on. Let's see. Yep, so if you want to speedrun this game, feel free to hit me up on on this game or on Discord or Steam or anything really. You can see all of my social media on speedrun.com. My profile for that. Anyways, we're counting. This game is split into 24 fights. You can see every single time we go through a fight, the swords will appear. Right now, that 12 means there's going to be 12 more fights. I never mentioned this, but now we get these colored strikers, enemy strikers, where you have to hit them with that color hero striker. So for that one, we had to hit it with green. And then there will be others later on. But right around here is where I'm gonna stop talking as nearly as much, because this is where the game actually starts to get kind of serious. Because this game is not easy by any stretch of the imagination. This game is hard. Like I said, easy is normal, normal is hard, and hard is ridiculous. Or intense, or whatever adjective you want to use. It's hard. With a capital H. Okay. We are making very good time. That freeze hex is actually one of the more dangerous hexes, as it will completely freeze it'll completely freeze you for a period of time. Making that hero, you can't make strikers with that hero or anything with that hero, really, and it's a really big problem. So these enemy chargers that you see here, you have to create chargers with that color to get rid of them. So this green one up here has to be killed with a green, or has to be combined with two other green of your own chargers to get rid of it. And if it reaches if it actually reaches this here, you will actually take damage. Okay, good. This is not good. Okay, good. Like I said, this game has a lot of RNG, and none of it can be manipulated as far as I know. Gonna lose one level up here, which is fine. We're gonna hit another boss soon. And this boss is gonna be significantly more difficult than the previous boss. Yeah, now is when it starts to become pretty dangerous, and this game is somewhat marathon safe. I mean, normal and easy and normal are extremely marathon safe, but hard is nowhere close to marathon safe. Because in this game, if you die, there's no continue. And if you die, according to the rules, as of right now, if you die, you lose the run. And I don't think that is one of the rules that I don't think is going to get changed. Because if you die in game right now, you lose. Yeah, so that's one rule that is not going to get changed. So now, we still have these squares. We got a lot of enemy chargers and strikers to deal with. We got stationaries to deal with. They just start throwing everything at you right around here. And in the next boss fight too. Also, I didn't mention it, but the Super Strikers actually destroy everything on the field, which is extremely helpful if you're in a really big pinch. And it's right around here where I have to start taking pot shots. I'm not able to set up a lot of combos easily. Because the Fate stream, as you continue on in this game, starts to move faster and faster and faster. So the longer you take, the faster it goes. And if you take too long, it'll just start filling the entire screen with strikers, enemy strikers. And it makes the game impossible. It makes it impossible to win at that point. But you won't see that in this difficulty, you only see that in hard, thankfully. It's basically an artificial time limit that you have to complete the fight. But so far, so good. We're making really good time. We're on, like... I want to say we're on the second boss, or the mid-boss. And if we're at the mid-boss, then we are making extremely good time, and it's going to be a new world record for sure. Yeah, this is the mid-boss, and this is actually the difficult mid-boss. This is the one you don't want to see. Because he's actually difficult. Once you get through this beginning part, he turns deadly difficult. Also, this game has lag when you detonate a lot of strikers. Or a lot of your own strikers. Oh, actually no, this is the other one that's actually really, really good. Yeah, this is the other one that's insanely good for speedrun. Because you see how easy it is, they're making it to get all these superchargers. Although, one thing to mention is that there's a crap ton of these enemy colored chargers, along with a crap ton of hexes that you need to get rid of. So I mean, if they didn't give you all of these, it probably would be impossible. And that should kill him, yeah. Yeah, so all the enemies you fight and all the enemies you fight are different every single time. And you can get some really good enemies like those, or you can get some really bad enemies that take a lot of time. And that enemy was the best one you can get, because he just gives you a shit ton of your colored chargers that you can easily kill. But now we're getting into these, which take 3 hits. Also, the sound effects in this game are quite good as well. But this enemy in general is actually not good for the speedrun. It's very slow. Or I should say somewhat slow. It's not very slow. Very slow is I consider it very slow to be like last boss slow, and the last boss is actually has a lot of health. I don't know exactly how the health works in this game. It's kind of difficult to actually explain how the health works in this game because there's no guide that I know of that actually lists all of the enemy health in this game. And even if it did, it wouldn't really matter because the health goes by so quickly that you're just not able to see it for long enough. I would assume it would be extremely difficult to figure out, unless you were able to get into game code and then data mine it. But that fight wasn't too bad. This enemy, I don't remember this. This is a really, really, really unfortunate opening. Holy shit, that was a bad opening. Yeah, but now you can start to see there's a lot of barriers to you getting all 4 colors to get the combos going. So 3 is usually the most I can get. Oh, and in case I didn't mention it, you can move hexes as well. Pretty sure I mentioned that, though. Oh, I didn't even notice that was there. That was my bad. So Armor Pierce, what that does, it's actually one of the weakest weakest hexes in the game. It just it makes all of the enemies' damage that is dealt to you armor piercing. So it pierces all of your armor, and usually that means one shot in most cases for that hero. Which could be rather unfortunate, but most of the time it's not too bad. At least on this difficulty. Like I said, on hard, it's actually going to be extremely difficult. Like I have completed hard mode once, and the final boss on hard mode is a bitch. Not only does he have a shit ton of health, but the enemy hexes, the hexes that you'll see the slowdown. The fade stream is what this is. It's what the music note thing is. This music note like thing is called. And oh, now we have the 3. Oh god, but. Yeah, that starts to get insanely, it speeds up and slows down in the final boss. Get this out of the way so I can actually do a combo here. The other bad thing about these is that I'm gonna take a hit. Yep, I took a hit. There's a lot to explain in this game, and I can't explain it all while I'm playing the game. Because the game goes too quickly for me to be able to explain everything that this game has to offer. But like I said, you're gonna be seeing a lot of hotshots now. Especially when we get these huge, giant walls of enemy strikers that we have to deal with. That makes things really difficult. Dang it. Didn't get the full combo there, but that's fine. We killed it fairly quickly anyways. But so far, this is looking really good for a PB. Which in this case means world record, since I am the only person that actually has a completed run of this category and this game at the moment. If this continues, I'm at 30 minutes or 2040 with 5 fights remaining. So long as these last 5 fights go pretty good, it's going to be a new world record. Good. We're looking good for world record. New world record, I should say, since I actually already hold the world record for this game. Well, this game in this category. So we're 4 fights from the end. Maybe 3. No, we're 4. This guy is actually really bad fight. He's really slow. And he has triple armored triple armored hexes to deal with as well. More than one, I should add. And this is about where I'm gonna probably shut up now. Okay. Wrong color. Okay. Okay. When everything cracks like this, it means that the enemy is almost dead. Whew, just barely got that. What? How did that move up there? I don't know what just happened. That moved, out of bounds. Or maybe you can move it before. That would actually make sense if you could move it in front. Oh dear God. Okay, good. Still dealing decent damage to these guys. Good. Didn't deal as much damage as I wanted it to, but what can you do when you have literally not much? That I had like not much I could do there. This is when the game actually starts to get difficult on this difficulty. Okay, good. Cutting it close. Whew, just barely got that level up. Okay. 2 more fights. This fight and the final boss. Nice start. Okay, oh god, this is not a good setup. Okay, that's silence, meaning you can't use any abilities. So this is where the game, you can see the game kind of compounding on itself, is if you get behind the Fate stream like that, you are going to take damage and or lose time. Which is basically what happened there. Now I'm going to do the same thing that I did in my world record, which is I'm saving... Okay, I'm going to go ahead and shut up now. Well, I'm going to shut up very soon. So, for final boss, I want to save all of my abilities on all of my characters, and hopefully, and use them all in this fight. Okay, here we go. Final boss. go! Timing doesn't end until the results screen is fully finished. Let's see it. Oh my god! That's a new world record by over 3 minutes. By close to 3 minutes anyways. Wow, that is insane.